Hello everyone, it's Kill81 here, and welcome to my Steam Library Adventure series of videos. These videos, as the name would imply, is me adventuring, bit exciting sounding, it's not as exciting as that, through my Steam library. Principally, I am going through my unplayed Steam library. I have hundreds of games on there, and forcing myself to play them via this YouTube series is the only thing that seems to be working. So without further ado, let's go have a look at what is up next on my Steam library. And without further ado, my Steam library. So the last game we played as part of this adventure was Decay the Mayor. Those of you who watched it will know I got a little bit stuck, but you can see there I've definitely continued playing it, and I've actually finished it now. I'm not going to tell you if I cheated and used a guide at any point. I did. But anyway, we'll move on from that. Deceit. I think I played Deceit. Yep, 2.5 hours in total. The Deed. No hours played at all. So, guess we're playing the Deed next. I have no idea how we even ended up with the Deed. Well, we'll find out what it's about. A keenly dark twist on the traditional murder mystery setting. The Deed is an adventure RPG game about getting away with murder. Ooh. Aaron Bruce, the rightful heir to Dunshield House, returns home to settle a score. This is a strange family. This actually sounds interesting. It looks quite old school, but you know what? We'll go give it a go. I'm actually intrigued. Still don't remember where I got this from. I suspect it was a 20p buy or something. But anyway, enough of me babbling. Let's just install it. And here we have the Deed. As you can see, it's in 4x3 mode, which is nice. So, bit of jiggery pokery, and we've got my ridiculous 4x3 scene up and running. Excuse me. Bit of a clearing there. No idea why it's not full screen. It is a modernish game, but whatever. We'll go with what we've got. Pilgrim Adventures. Yeah, we'll play the intro. F1 game. Whoa, wait a minute. F1 game options. Escape, access menu, and inventory. That's not. Why can't I get them out? It doesn't matter anyway because it is none of those options are any help to me. So, because full screen is just, trust me, I've tried that one. I tried it by using Alt Enter, not this. So, yeah, we'll ignore that. We don't need to pretend I did any of that, alright? We don't need to pretend. No, we do need to pretend I never did any of that. This was, oh, Scotland. November 1945. The fuck? I'm on a train? My name is Aaron Bruce, son of Malcolm Bruce, and rightful heir to Dunshield House. Okay. I've recently discovered that my tyrant of a father intends to disinherit me in favour of my deranged younger sister. My relationship with my family is strained, to say the least. I've decided that time has come for my sister to be removed. It's ghastly equation. Am I about to go kill my sister? Is that... I intend to put her out of her misery. That's... Fortunately, my sister never leaves the confines of Dunshield House, which makes the matter more complicated. I have not visited the family home in quite some time. I can't bear to be in that hellhole for long. However, my presence on the night of my father's 50th birthday will cause no suspicion. I must choose the timing and method of the deed very carefully. And I feel this is weird. I'm gonna go kill somebody in a game. Tonight is the night. I go, and it is done. The bell invites me. Okay. Oh, it's raining, everyone. It's still all the intro playing. Bloody hell, George. Who's been responsible for maintaining the gardens? Used to be Big Jack Willis, sir. He's been dead almost a year now. I do a little here and there. Can't do much on account of my bad back, though. My sister hasn't offered to help you, then? Miss Jennifer isn't really the outdoor type, sir. I know, George. It was a joke. Very funny, sir. Let's go inside before the ocean comes to Dunshield. Really had to knock on the door? Homecoming. Converse with your relatives and search the house for useful objects. Objects are divided into two categories, items of evidence and weapons. You will only be allowed to pick up 2 objects from around the house before dinner commences, to choose wisely. After dinner, you have the chance to plant an item of evidence if you wish, and then commit the murder. Oh my lord! There are many ways to do the deed, but only cunning will succeed. Bit of rhyming there. Good evening, Mr. Annan. May I take your coat? I can't do it. Of course. Yes, take this blasted wet thing off me. Oh man, I know what sleeps would have picked. You're new, aren't you? Sophie is my name. I recognise you from your pictures, Mr. Aaron. I'm not new exactly. I've been employed by your family for almost a year. It's just that you've never visited before. Offended. I've been busy. My work keeps me very busy, unfortunately. I understand. I've been away from my family a lot since I started this job. You are here now, and I'm sure you're eager to meet with the others. No. Your father's in the library, and your mother's in the parlour, which is on your right. Sister's upstairs in a room, I think. I'm kind of tempted. I'm kind of tempted to be a wee dirty minx. Oh, I will be in the kitchen preparing dinner. I'll sound the bell when dinner is served. Here we go. Right. Have a look. You recall the old grandfather clock very well from your childhood. You used to believe that if it stopped ticking, time itself might stop moving. What's this? The portrait of one of your ancestors dates from the 15th century. If you recall your father's lessons correctly. There we go. What's this? Even now, the familiar musty smell of your father's library fills you with dread. As you step inside, you have too many bad memories of this room. Hello, Dad. This is a hefty tome of Bruce family history. You feel sleepy just looking at it. The shelves are labelled British history. The shelves are labelled arts and culture. The desk lamp provides a soft glow. See? When your father isn't looking, you quietly open the top drawer of the desk and take a look inside. It seems to be filled with his memorabilia. One of the items sends a shiver through your bones. The cruel leather toys your father used to beat you with when you were a child. Perhaps if you planted it. I'm going to leave it for the moment. Your father's best friend, a hunting dog named Beastie. Beastie? The dog looks at you for a moment and walks away and realises you have no food. Hello, father. Your father remains silent for several moments, and a chill seems to pass through the library. When he finally speaks, it is a quiet and bitter tone. You told me you'd never enter this house again, boy. Why are you here? I want to put all that plant behind us. Wish you happy birthday. Happy? You honestly think this is a happy day for me? Another day when I can watch my life's work crumble to nothing? Another day to see our bloodline slit its own throat? You know how to make me happy? Move back to Dunshield and take your proper place and do your damn duty. I will consider it if my sister is put into care. One, what expectations would those be? Firstly, I refuse to suffer your daily insults. You will need to learn to be more decent towards me. Secondly, I want my sister to be put into care where she belongs. I cannot live with her insanity for another day. You would like that, wouldn't you, you obnoxious little shit? Telling out your own blood. Those are my terms. Well, you know what you can do with your terms and nerve you. You're the same snot-nosed brat you always were, boy. Obviously, I didn't give you enough discipline. Oh, you beat me. You gave me dozens of beatings. I remember every one of them. Did you ever consider trying another method? Not for a moment. You were always a snide little weasel. The best I could do was beat some of it out of you. You should be thanking me for it, not trying to condemn me. I think I've heard enough from you. Get out of here. Alright. Okay. Got the candlestick. Certainly make for an elegant traditional weapon. Okay, so you could pick the candlestick. Or the tawse. So the candlestick is a weapon. The tawse is evidence. Interesting. Pantry, roast beef coming from the kitchen. What's this? Rat poison. Hmm. I see the maid has left a sharp knife unattended. Leave the knife for now. Okay. Alright, you big grumpies. You gonna talk to her? Want to ask about working for my family. Oh. Does my mother treat you well? She's been an absolute delight to work for. She even increased my salary when your sister's condition deteriorated and I had to provide some care for her. Not every employee would have done so. I'm extremely grateful. I only worry that Jennifer's strange outbursts cause your mother too much stress. More than once I've heard her swear that she can't take it anymore. I'm sorry, I must get down to work. I will ring the bell when dinner is ready. Interesting. Right, so what I could do with doing is obviously leaving evidence that my maw's behind it. My evil maw. Nothing old lectern. Force open the locked drawer and your writing's dead. Inside you find pages of poetry penned in your sister's handwriting. Seem to be love letters penned to an unidentified female. From the description you would guess it's a new maid. Interesting. Oh, what's happening? What's happening? Oh, we're having a memory. I don't know. Of course you do. Use that head for once, boy. Great Uncle Thomas. Sigh. What initials do you see in that silverware? CB. And what kind of half-wit spells Thomas with a C? I don't know. Well, I do. It's the kind of half-wits are standing next to me. I kind of want my dad to be blamed for this, though. He's a dick. I would say one thing for my father. His style of parenting has always been consistent. Yeah, I don't really want to blame anyone else. I kind of want my father to take the fucking blame, because he's a dick. What have we got here? Groundskeeper's cupboard. George seems to have left it open. Thick lengths of rope. Strangulation certainly is a tried and tested method. Leave it where it is at the moment. The dusty old wine cellar is where your practice likes to practice billiards. The laundry room is next door and beyond to the servants' quarters. Oh. Oh. Unorthodox. We'll take the cue. No, we'll wait at the moment. Let's find everything else first. But I think that's what I'm going to want to do. Kind of feel like I want to use the Q and leave the TOS. Alright. Oh, well, Ursula, what can I do for you? You seem quite distressed about something. I do. Well, I'm sure it's nothing you should trouble yourself with. Your concerns are my concerns. If you insist, sir. Ever since the new maid arrived, I feel like I'm being nudged towards early retirement. She's obviously been trained to become the new housekeeper. She's taken over my responsibilities one by one. I've tried discussing the matter with your mother, but it's no use. She hasn't been herself lately either. Please don't trouble yourself about it, sir. I probably shouldn't have said anything. Does this mean some bully? He is subtle in her ways, but mark my words, she wants to be running this house. Perhaps it's not a coincidence that your sister's mental health has become worse since Sophia arrived. I haven't seen anything out of the ordinary yet, but I have my suspicions. She's cold as heartless a woman as I've ever known. I should say no more, please excuse me, sir. Well, actually, I don't want to kill my dad, because he's already left. Oh no, she's dead. She'd be dead though. I think I could blame the maid for this. Rat poison the letters. Maybe I will do that. The thing is, I kind of want my dad blamed because he's an asshole. Broken mirror. Odds are that it belongs to your sister and the maid has been hiding it here after accidentally breaking it. I'm thinking. Yeah, I'm sure. Right, we're going for it. We're going to get the letters as well. Come on, let's go. Let's go for it. We're gonna do the maid. We're gonna blame the maid. We maybe talk to everyone first, though, eh? Shit, where were those? Where were they hidden again? Oh, they're in here. They're in here. Yeah. Take one of the port. Oh, but if I take it, will that finish the game? Let's leave it. I want to talk to everyone first. But I kind of feel this is one of these games where you're gonna it will fit. Hello, Ma. Almost give you a heart attack. Hello, Mother. Please sit down and go to talk properly, Aaron. I don't want to crane my neck looking up at you. Okay. Alright. I'll sit down then. So, Aaron, you finally managed to make it here for a visit. Please tell me you aren't just here to cause trouble. I'm here to make amends. Yep. I apologise for stress. I see. You'll forgive me if I'm a little sceptical at the sudden change in your attitude, Aaron. However, if we can get through today without any drama, then I would appreciate it. Have you been up to see your sister yet? She's been going through an unusually difficult time recently. You sound worried. Do you think this is serious? I have not seen her this bad in a long time. You remember that summer when she with the razor in the bathroom? Yes, I remember. That was the last time I remember seeing her like this. So yes, to answer your question, I am worried. Anyway, we should go and talk to your father if you haven't already. Wish him a happy birthday. No. No. I could have done that. I could have used the phone. Oh my god, that music. Let's go see my sister. Let's go see what she's got to say. This is outside lamp is no use to you. Yeah, I know. You enter the serial atmosphere of your sister's room. Mirrors of various sizes cover the walls, creating the eerie illusion of a crowded space. That's a bit. Your sister's too busy staring at herself with her initials engraved on the inside. Planted in the right place, these might weave a tale of their own. I wonder if I need to move things. Yeah, I'm sure. No! Right, so it did end it. God damn you, game. Sophia, could you come here for a moment? What I wanted to do was hide the pants in Sophia's room and hide the poem, the poetry in. No, that doesn't work. Pour me some more wine. Yes, ma'am. But madam, oh, what is it, George? That's his job. It's always been my duty. Oh, well, I don't want to cause any trouble. Nonsense. What does it matter, George? Stop being overly pedantic. He just wants to... Come on, let George put that. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, man. Yes, Miss Jennifer, I don't say that was the loveliest meal I've ever tasted. I don't know how you do it, you cunning pixie. Talking. Yes! Oh dear. Happy birthday, Daddy. Indeed, happy birthday, Father. Let's hope it we want to remember. Doing the deed. Here we go. Now is the time to quickly plant any items of evidence you have. To do so, simply enter the desired room and select the item in your inventory. When you're ready, enter the drawing room to do the deed. Yep. Yep. Go down. Right, where's my inventory again? Items. Yes. Okay. Right, so I really can only do Move one thing. That's a bit shite, eh? I'm going to talk to her now. Oh, I'm going to talk to my sister because she's a cow. Oh, no, 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 no. Wait a minute. That's the drawing room. Let's go talk to Ma. Ma! Right, no one wants to talk to me anyway, it looks like. Oh my god, I went backwards again. Can you actually pick up something new? Curious. No, I didn't think it was. Oh, check. Hello, Dad. No one wants to talk to me anyway. It looks like I'm going to have to go do the deed. I kind of want to talk to the maid. Go talk to the maid if I can. Hello, maid. You evil, evil, evil wench. Oh, are you now? You're too busy for me, are you? Well, maidykins. Looks like you're in deep doo-doo. Let's go do the deed. Yes. You see Jennifer staring at the window ahead of you, lost or whatever strange mood. She hasn't noticed you enter the drawing room. Now is the time. Here's the murder weapon. Broken glass. I just slit her throat. Let's go downstairs. Do you hear that, sir? Hear what? Oh man, what happens if you think if I'd not waited long enough? What happened? Is that Hot Fuzz here? Good evening, everyone. I'm Chief Inspector Winston Lewis. I understand this is a difficult time for your family? You're damn right it is. I want to know what you're doing wasting time while my daughter's killer is still out there. Well, Mr. Bruce, we found no evidence of forced entry. No one was seen entering or leaving the house. It would seem entirely possible that the killer is in this room. What? No. That seems highly unlikely, Inspector. Perhaps it is. However, in order to follow protocol, I'll have to interview each of you in turn. Mrs. Bruce, would you like to meet in the library first? I suppose so. Interview. Oh, God. Thank you for joining me here, Mr. Bruce. I'm sure this won't take long. Before we begin, I need to search your purse and best way to get these formalities out of the way. Is this really necessary? I'm afraid so. Turn around, please. Now that's out of the way, let's move on to the interview. As you know, I've already spoken to everyone else who was present in the house at the time of your sister's death. We've now also completed our initial search of the house, but we'll get to that later. Let's start from the very beginning, shall we? First of all, we will run through all of your activities since your arrival. Your maid says that you and the butler arrived shortly after 7 o'clock, and she greeted you at the door. The maid said you made a rather inappropriate move of sexual nature towards her. That leads me to question your character. It was only intended like our daughter, and it may have been inappropriate. Yes, entirely possible to misjudge these situations, isn't it? Later you went to speak to the maid again, which is curious. Why did you decide to visit the kitchen? To see when dinner would be ready. That makes sense. If two of you spoke about your mother, you was quick to tell your mother it's an employer. Later on, you had a conversation with your mother, Gloria, in the parlour. You told me you were unusually cordial. Something wanted to make amends. I just wanted to. That is understandable. She says you spoke briefly about your sister. Apparently, you seemed quite concerned about well-being. Yeah, once before. Yeah, had she? I would take note of that. You went to see your father in the library. I understand your comments are quite heated. My father has a very short fuse. Many of our conversations go that way. Would you see his violent temper? Absolutely. I see. That's good to know. But I wasn't blaming them. You discussed the prospect of you moving back to Dunshield. For our own well-being, of course. You might be right, Mr. Bruce. However, you seem to be the only one who felt that way. Let's discuss your conversation with the butler. I understand you spoke to the new maid. The butler seems to have some concern about her. He told you. Did you speak to him before dinner? No, I did not. Because I made a mistake. I should have spoken to her first. family always seems to... Indeed, it was good of you to do so, Mr. Bruce. Thank you. Apparently you made a rather lecherous comment towards the base. Yes, I should consider my words more carefully. Now I need to ascertain your location at the time of Justice's death. Where were you when you heard the maid? Where were you when you heard the maid scream? Basement. Wine cellar. Okay. I kind of... Maybe I shouldn't have gone via George's room. Oh, I should have gone to the kitchen, eh? Oh, no, that would have been bad as well. All very interesting. I will be completely honest with you now, Mr. Bruce. With some of your behaviour, even in particular, I can find no cause for any specific suspicion. Yes! Well, there is some suspicion regarding your father. I don't clearly regard him as a serious suspect. Additionally, I think it's entirely possible that the butler was somehow involved. I also think the evidence surrounding the maid might be worth another look. Despite her condition, I don't believe your sister committed suicide. Now, as for what happens next, you can go for now, but I would appreciate if you did not leave town. I may have more questions for you later. I'll ask the butler to come to the station to answer more questions tomorrow. But I left the pants in the maid's room. How? I think another interview with the maid will be required. A verdict of suicide seems unlikely, I'm afraid. Although the inspector harboured suspicions about you, you were not round for further questioning. George the butler was taken for questioning and initially became the prime suspect, but it was determined that there was not sufficient evidence to lead to an arrest. You'd gotten away with murder, it seemed. However, you had not given them sufficient reason to suspect anyone else either, and your father harboured suspicions of his own. Some years later, you were surprised to see his obituary in a newspaper and horrified to learn they'd given his estate and possessions to a trust. You committed this foul act for nothing, and now there was nothing at all to give you comfort in the long night when the demons of your past came to haunt you. Damn it! So I got away with murder, but I didn't get the dosh. Well, clearly this is a game where you can play it through a few times and try and find the way to get away with it. But, you know, for this video, I think playing it through once is enough. So thank you all for watching. Yeah, and there we have the deed. Did I enjoy myself? Yeah, I did, actually. It's quick. And I have actually played it another couple of times since that video was recorded. Because it's kind of fun going back and trying to do the different connotations and what you can get away with. And just to say, I have since then managed to get 2 other people framed for the murder. So go me. But yeah, it's fun. I'm probably going to keep playing it for a bit longer and I'm going to try and get everyone blamed. So I was pleasantly surprised by that. It's quite intriguing. Playing almost Cluedo, or Clue for you Americans, but the other way around, being the murderer. So yeah. Don't know what it says that I've enjoyed being the murderer in this game. I hope it doesn't mean anything bad about me, but you never know. But yeah, if you guys see it for cheap, you know, go right ahead and buy it. It's a fun distraction. So just a reminder, everybody, if you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. Or if you want to watch live, follow me on Twitch. Until next time, goodbye.